I'm Michael Diamond. This is Muscle Central. Subscribe, turn on your notifications. Okay, Hunter Labrada. Now, when Hunter Labrada was first coming up into the pro ranks, excuse me, there were a lot of high expectations of him, being the son of a bodybuilding legend, Lee Labrada. If it wasn't for Lee Haney, Lee Labrada would have been Mr. Olympia. Everybody was expecting a lot from Hunter. And you look at him, facially, there's a resemblance, but not only that, physically, structurally, they're very similar. Albeit Hunter is a larger version, but there's a lot of similarities. The genetics is there. As it turns out, so far, he hasn't quite lived up to his expectations. Now, at his age, he's in his later 20s with his genetics. These are the years that you should be making a lot of progress, and that's not really what's happening. His best showing to date was probably a Tampa Pro. I think that's when he qualified for his first Olympia, which he subsequently placed 7th. But after that, there really hasn't been any improvements. If anything, there's been a little bit of regression. I personally think that that Tampa Pro physique was his best to date. Okay, places 7th in his first Olympia, qualifies, goes back to the Olympia again, moves up to 4th place, which is definitely highly debatable. Still, even with them moving up in placings, there still wasn't any real improvement. If there was, it was negligible. This past Olympia, albeit that it was a very, very stacked lineup, but once again, going back to his genetics, it was a little disappointing that he dropped back down to, he was 7th place. What's going to become of him? Is Hunter going to ever start to live up to his potential? No argument here that he has it. He has what it takes. The genetics are there, but there seems to be something missing from the equation. You know, in my own personal opinion, when I listen to him talk, I just don't hear that drive, the motivation. Just if it's there, it doesn't come through at all. When he talks, you can have the greatest genetics, but you can be outworked and beaten. You know, to be a pro bodybuilder, you have to have good genetics to start off with, but some are blessed with better genetics. But we've seen in the past guys that should have been winning, not winning. and you have guys beating guys that they really shouldn't be beating on paper, and they are. Greatest example, one of the best examples, be Branch Warren. Obviously, he has genetics for bodybuilding. We don't dispute that. But he beat guys that were superior to him genetically. In 2009, if it wasn't for Jake Cutler, Branch Warren would have been Mr. Olympia. Not only that, Branch Warren in that show, he also beat a reigning Mr. Olympia. Going into that show, Dexter Jackson was the champ. And Branch Warren beat the champ. That says a lot. On paper, he really shouldn't have. But with the work ethic, the drive, motivation, the fire he had, he overcame superior genetics. Now, getting back to Hunter Labrada, with his genetics, he should be doing better than what he's doing. That's the only way I can put it. And he's not. And like I said, you might think differently. It's my opinion. But when I hear him talk, I just do not hear that drive and motivation in his voice. Is just not there. And I question how bad he really wants this. Hunter, if you have the genetics, I could be wrong. Maybe it's something else. But the way I see it, the way it appears to me, the fire is not there. The drive, the desire to have it all is not quite there. And unless he gets it, guys that probably shouldn't be beating him will beat him, and he'll never show his full potential. All right, I rambled off a bit over there. You might agree or disagree with what I've said. Either way, let me know in the comments section. Like the video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. This is Michael Diamond, and I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.